this is Rob G. Welcome to Savvy. Today I want to talk to you about work, and specifically how you define work. You know, lots of people will say, oh, he works so hard, or she's always working. Or how about this classic? Work hard and then you'll succeed. But the question is, how do you define work? Because the work that you do will determine the results that you get. So what is work for you? How do you define work? When you say you are working or you're busy, what are you busy doing? Are you answering emails, checking your email? Are you doing invoices or proposals? Or, are you pushing papers around, so to speak? Are you on the phone? Are you talking to people? Or are you fielding phone calls, which is similar to fielding emails? What else are you doing? Are you in meetings that last an extraordinary amount of time? People want to talk about a particular topic, should take 20 minutes, ends up being 2.5 hours. So big time suck there. So are these some of the things that you are busy doing and you're calling it work? Because really, the only work that matters is the work that gets you the results that you want. Is your work producing the results that you want? When you look at this and when you think about this, think about, are you working hard or are you working smart? The whole idea is you should work smarter, not harder. And I've said that to people and I've heard it, and some people just don't know how to work smarter. And that's fine, but you really have to figure it out because things move very quickly in this world. And if you're not working smarter, you can be busy doing so many of those things that I already listed previously, and the day will go by and you go, hey, have you ever said this at the end of the day? The day's done and I have no idea what I did, or I don't feel like I accomplished anything. Well, those are keys that you need to start working smarter. How about this? Prioritize. Here's a tip. Look at it this way. We know you have a list of things that you have to do. So the key to working smarter would be prioritize the goals or the tasks that move you closer to your goals. Prioritize the tasks that move you closer to your goals. So if you're answering emails, but they're superfluous, they don't really make a difference in you hitting your goal for that day or hitting your goal overall, just don't waste time doing it. Just focus on those things that do move you closer. So at the end of the day, you can say truly that you did work hard. Of course, you should always work hard, but it's working smarter and harder. That's the way where you're going to be the most productive. How about this for work? Are you learning? People tend to have this mindset where they go through college, high school, then college, and they feel like that's their learning environment and that's their time frame of learning, those 4 years of college or 5 and 6 years of college. And once they get out, they feel like, all right, I've got the education, so now I'm just going to go apply it and succeed. And nothing could be further from the truth. Actually, college will teach you stuff. It'll teach you your major. It'll teach you those general studies focused on your major, of course, and your industry. But really, the real education comes after you graduate college. Because all the stuff that they don't teach you in college, and probably should, you're going to learn out in the field. You're going to learn on the job. You're going to learn from mentors, not professors. So that's when the real education begins, and you must constantly be learning. If you've watched this channel more than a couple of times, I always end with, always be learning. I'm always learning because here's one thing I know, that because of technology, the world moves very fast and changes very often. And if you're not staying on top of the latest trends and what people are doing to win, you're going to be thinking with some old mindset that is not relevant anymore. As little as 2 years ago, if you're getting information online that's 2 years old, it's most likely outdated. So when you're looking for a place to learn, whether you're going to YouTube or you're just Googling articles and blog posts, if they're not from this year or the oldest last year, it's probably a good idea to not check that information because it probably has changed as things do. Are you constantly leveling up? You know, your expertise has to be improved on regularly because most people, and here's the good news, most people will not. So when you think about your competition out there, all you have to do is keep leveling up your expertise and you automatically will separate yourself from most of your competition. And then the other people who are doing the same thing as you, well, you just better be darn good at what you do. Technology makes everything move faster, as I said. If you are learning and if you are working, and even if you're not in the technology field, it doesn't matter because a lot of the tools you use change, improve. There's always some new app that makes the old app obsolete. This is happening all the time. What's hot today was not hot yesterday, and what's hot tomorrow is going to make today's irrelevant. So you must constantly be keeping on top of it, on top of the technologies as it pertains to your field. And if you're in design like I am, I tell you, there are some tried and true apps and pieces of software that stay around, but some of them, you know, I wasn't using a year ago, and next year I may be using something different. I'm always investigating what the next thing is and giving it a go around, giving it a try out, seeing what other people are doing with it. If other people are using it, well then I'm gonna look at it because it might be the next relevant tool that I need to help keep me on top of my goals and leveling up. So if you've gone through and taken what I've said here today and you've identified the work that matters to achieving your results, the next thing you have to do is you have to make that particular work a part of your daily schedule. Now, again, you can let your day get away from you by doing busy work that doesn't make a difference. Okay, be mindful of that, be conscious of that. And so once you've identified the things that make a difference in moving you towards your goals, you have to purposely and intentionally schedule those things into your day. You have to carve out times to learn. Learning is work, okay? I'm classifying that as work because we sometimes separate it, but the fact is, if you don't consider it part of the work in building your business, you won't get around to it because it doesn't seem relevant at that time on that day. When the fact is, like I said, if you're not learning, it's going to affect tomorrow's productivity and tomorrow's income. So every single day, schedule in learning time, whether it's reading, whether it's watching an influencer on YouTube, whether it's reading blog posts. You need to keep learning on a daily basis just so you can keep on top of what's happening out there and keep ahead of everybody else. You know, how about this one? Know what times of the day you are at your best. For some people, they come out of the gate in the morning and they are ready to go. They've got the most energy, they feel the most creative, and then that is the time when they should be writing or designing or thinking or drawing or whatever it is that you do in building your business. If you're a morning person, do it then. Do your most productive or creative work at a time when you are at your best. Energy is high, your mind is sharp, you've got plenty of ideas fermenting in your brain, and you got to get them out there. But for me, if you're like me, it's not the morning. A lot of times it's somewhere mid-morning or on my commute to the office. You know, I lovingly call the box. On my way there, I do great thinking then. Certain times at night, not 8:30 because I get a dip in my energy, but up to that point, I'm good. After that time, after 9:30, 10:30, that's when I'm able to be creative again. And I know this, and I schedule things purposely into those times. And the times where I do have a dip, I do some physical things that really don't take a lot of creativity or mental energy. That way I could still remain productive no matter what time of the day. So know yourself. And dovetailing into that, I talked about energy. Keep your energy high. Whatever you need to do, if you're a naturally high energy person, don't worry about it. You don't have a problem. For us low energy people, manufacture it, learn how to do that, exercise, eat energy foods, and you will keep that energy high. If you are building a business, you need boundless energy because it's 6 days a week all out. And I say 6 because you should rest on the 7th day. It's Sunday for me, whatever day it is for you, you need to rest. So 6 days a week, you should be going full bore, man. You should be going all out, high energy, high output, working smart and working hard. So I want to hear what you have to say on this. Tell me some of the things that you do in order to be more productive, what you do to work smarter, and let's share those comments below. I want you to spike them down below. I want you to hit that subscribe button because I want you to tune in every week to hear what I have to say because I want to hear what you have to say in return. We're all about sharing. We're in the sharing society and we're going to learn from each other. So that's it for today. I'm Rob G. And remember, always be learning, always stay savvy. Thanks for watching.